So Jack, you deal with so many brands, so many expectations. What are some of the concerns that brands have around brand safety and fraud, and what steps have you taken as a company to assure a fraud-free environment?
Sure, Andy. And thanks for asking that question because it's really important to us as a company. One of the things that was implemented last year in October, prior to my arrival at Amobee, was the company built a partnership that I think is really important with Double Verify. And that was to create a fraud-free guarantee on CTV inventory. The why we did that is so much of what this company's North Star is about is really focusing on that connection between linear TV and CTV. So if you think about the premium world that we play in, it's really important that folks know and trust what we are doing, how we're delivering inventory, media, and that we are a company that you can trust to make sure that you're getting what you pay for. So for us to have a fraud-free guarantee in CTV as a partnership with Double Verify was really critical.
So Jack, tell us about this sort of journey to unify buying across linear and IP delivered video, and what you guys are doing with the Amobee Allocator, and sort of a little bit of that journey and sort of the reaction that you're getting and the functionality you're hoping to bring to the marketplace.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, we are incredibly excited, Andy. We just launched our new CTV Allocator solution publicly just a week ago, and it has gotten huge attention quickly about not only who Amobee is today, but I would say the big chewy questions that we are working to solve as a company to help both agencies and brands be more successful. So as you know, I've just joined the company 5 months ago. And when I first went out to talk to a lot of my friends in the industry, what they were consistently saying to me is, we don't have a way to plan, allocate, optimize, measure, or even simplify and unify what we're doing across linear TV and CTV. So I quickly went back to the team and specifically talked to our product team and found out that we actually had a product on a roadmap that was only about 85% complete. The good news, back to what you asked me about, is the CTV Allocator is now 100% complete in GA, and it's now available for marketers and brands and agencies to use in this year's upfront, because what it does is it uniquely solves that exact question that I was hearing in the market as I joined the company. Only Amobee has a solution that bridges linear TV and CTV, helping brands and agencies for the first time predict unique CTV reach against any linear schedule. So here's an example. If you're buying in the upfront or you want to buy linear TV and CTV together, we have a data-driven tech platform that will help you minimize excess frequency and reach overlap, as well as improve efficiencies across your direct sold CTV and your programmatic CTV with your existing linear schedule. And since everyone right now is trying to figure out how do you smartly plan, buy, and allocate CTV, it's really critical because you're trying to squeeze every possible dollar out of your buy and give yourself the best possible cross-screen experience that's optimized for reach frequency. So this is an amazing product differentiator. It works beautifully, not just for single brands, but for portfolio companies with multiple brands that have different unique audiences and objectives as well. Oh, and the last thing is, literally the computation for this solution is under 5 minutes. Super easy to use, drives incredible results really quickly, and it can be integrated fast. So we're really excited about this because nobody really does have the ability to connect linear TV and CTV, no matter how you buy it.
So what verticals or categories do you think will adopt this? Or is it suited for all categories, or where do you think it'll start out with the industry?
Yeah, I would say first off, it's for those that have been playing in the upfront and in the reserved CTV space. Because for us to be able to play with those two universes in a really interesting way from a data-driven standpoint, I think that's where it starts. But the other thing that's really important to know, Andy, and again, back to categories, this again, back to single brands or portfolio company brands, that should be really easy. So CPG, retail, auto, financial services, travel, QSR, there's a lot of categories that this thing would be phenomenal for. What it also does is recognize what I'm calling the CTV moment right now. There's been a lot of chat in the industry about the growth of CTV, of up 50%, in a COVID time. But what's interesting separately is that linear is up actually 10% in the last 6 months as well. And when you think about what we uniquely do with that universe, the linear world is about $70–80 billion in the US. An eMarketer said most recently that the CTV industry is about $8 billion. But what I find is interesting is that we have the ability to truly play across that entire landscape by bringing those two universes together, because basically it's been a 90-10 split between the two. So linear is still very much here to stay. No one's walking away from broadcast television, though at the same time, certainly we need to be a platform that can follow the consumer so that we're actually able to be nimble and agile based on where the market's going from a consumer standpoint, and then help marketers make the smartest possible decisions using our technology platform, which is why both broadcasters as well as agencies and brands use our platform to come together to drive flexibility and increase sort of the effectiveness of how advertising is being bought and sold in the most effective way.